coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Houston Texans. Ball is teed up, Joshua Carty to do the honors. And we're off and running from Houston. Trey Tucker to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Sending a tight end in motion left. And the first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. They'll cobble together a yard there. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completes this one to Gray. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Back to throw, Hurts. Throw secured by George Pickens. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Straight ahead with Jeanty. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
It's a screen play to Jeanty. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Peyton Wilson. So what happened there, partner? Looked like he'd found an early rhythm on that opening series until that last throw.
Yeah, fine line between confidence, which he certainly had, and rhythm, and also just unwise decision-making, forcing that pick.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he stopped cold at the spot. He paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get in the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
7 Pirates, 19.
Walker on 1st down. And he drives that puck backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Mustang 19. 70s ready.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throw here, third down. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ready? 19 tight. 19, 18.
Throwing on first down, Willis. As his target, it's Johnny Wilson. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Okay.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Walker now from the gun. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10 at the 19-yard
Ready, ready.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Here we go. Start. 70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready?
Running with Walker again. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Check. Let's go.
Here's Willis to the air. On the move, hit it right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Third and long for him here. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up fourth down. It'll be a field goal try now for Joshua Carty. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. It's close and no good. It connects with that left upright. And we continue to await our opening score in this ballgame.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
First play is going to be again to Genty. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Let's go. Trimmer.
Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They have second down behind the sticks. Shotgun give here to Genty. Off behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Here he goes, third and long. He's got it, complete to Pickens. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he set out. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And off to Genty. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. And And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Vegas first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
On first down, Hurts. On him quick, and they bring it down. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
It's Pickens on the slant. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Texans bring out an extra DB on this third down. And bring the tight end left. Now Hurts on third and long. Brought in by his back here. It's Genty. And they make this stop, we're going to say, about the 37-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10.
Ready.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Romped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point.
Buffalo, let's go.
Willis. That's dropped underneath. Walker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
First down from the 42.
Here we go. Start. Ready, ready.
Running left. Here's Walker. He's going to bring this down to their 35. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Best run games in this league at balance can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
All set to go now from the 35.
Ready. Set 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. He's got a gain of 6 there. Is Darian Porter in on the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Designed look from the ring. They're not going to get an inch on this second down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. Nickel set here from the Raiders. Third down.
Let's go.
Walker trying to run for the first. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be first down, Houston.
Danger, kid. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
First down, and they go right back to it. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Complete beyond the marker. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans get their first points of this game just before halftime. Fielding the miss, and they're headed the other way. The lateral goes haywire. Fumble. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And this is brought to a halt just across the 10. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Noel to return this. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Go play action. Here's Willis. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but showing love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Ready.
Now an inside give to Walker. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fans, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. It's his running back. This one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing. That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
And he'll at least get this to register as inside the 20 on the stat sheet, as this is down at the 19-yard line. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. Hurts now from the gun. One pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
He finds Pickens left side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Now Hurts. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Hey, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Completed over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third down, they need 7. It's Hurts once again. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Gives him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He'll get this to Tucker. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. The Texans are in the nickel. Third down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. The Texans closing in, and they get to him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down. Now the Raiders ready in for the punts, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. He spins right by him. He's out of bounds after some great work on that return. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10. Shotgun snap now to Willis. Into the hands of Walker. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Come on.
Quick to the left, it's caught. Crosses the 35, still got more room. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They'll come up on first and 10.
19, 70 Rangers, 70 Cougar 19. Panther 11, Panther.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
First down. First and goal.
Walker. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Walker again. And he's going to find the end zone this time. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
The Texans will line up for
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. So they get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
Needed a lot more to reach the landing zone, so the drive going to start at their own 40-yard line. First down throwing for Hurts. Looking slant route, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Completed to his running back. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Raiders football, and they'll need to get to work. They're trailing here late. Second and 3 now. Giving this to Genty. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And you do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Raiders.
Another give here to Genty. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back to Genty. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Pretty obvious as defense. They need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
From the red zone now. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return starts at the 9. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Here we go.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Willis to the air. That's completed right side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's Willis. He's got it over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Dragon 60.
Willis looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
60 Maverick.
Back to throw it. Finds the in route complete. This does not get it. Making short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
At the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Buffalo 18.
On the draw, it's Walker. So calling a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. To throw, here's Willis. That's his running back. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans holding on to a field goal lead. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. They give up the gun to Walker. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go.
I've feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's brought down at the line.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Raiders with an extra DB out there. 3rd down.
Here we go. Start. 60 Eagles. Trap 60. Trap 60.
He's back to throw. Has it in close. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal.
Come on.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Lewis on the design run. Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So it's a win for the Texans. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt in every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet.